Alright, y'all. Good morning. Um, Happy New Year's. I know I'm 3 days late, but uh, we're uh, we're back at it. Went for a run this morning. Posted on the IG. Just a calm little 1K. Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at some of these key levels that we're talking about. Anyways, let me pause my music. Yeah, Happy New Year's. I'm gonna be doing I'll probably film a video of just me doing straight up planning. General things I wanted to go over. I need to get back on journaling. Because I've been treating uploading YouTube videos as if it was journaling, and it's not. 2, there's actually a lot of things I need to do. 2, I need to stick with one entry model because I've been picking up lots of random information on entry models on Instagram and from different people in the trading space, and I'm trying to use all of them at the same time. Doesn't work at all. Yeah, so I'm gonna this week probably just try I'll try mechanical rebalancing model, which is what I've been using most of the time. And then one that I've just kind of been introduced to is the AMD inversion. So I'll try that out for a couple days this week. So I'll probably do 1 day of mechanical rebalancing, 1 day of AMD inversion, and then I'll try the discretionary model as well, which actually, no, this is what I've been using most of the time. Sweeping of a key level, time frame alignment. Yeah. So the discretionary model and mechanical rebalancing model are pretty similar. The AMD inversion is the only one that's different, so I'd like to give that a try. And apparently, I mean, this is what I've been hearing from a guy who sells a course on the AMD inversion model, which is Aval. Aval does the AMD inversion model. It's one of the more relevant and daily usable models in the market right now. But any of these work. All of them are applicable. All of them can be used. So I'll be experimenting with all 3 throughout the week. I've got a PowerPoint that I can just pull up daily just to kind of go over the model and make sure I'm following it exactly how I need to. So I'm not mixing in anything from any of the other models. So that's number 2. Number 3, I'm doing 1 kilometer runs every morning, and I've got to debate whether or not I'm going to do them on the weekend as well. Oh my god, my mom's vacuuming. Oh boy. I might get cut off for a little bit. Anyways, I'm planning on running every day. Not so sure about Saturday, Sunday yet. Oh boy. Lord save me. We're going to pause this for a bit and come back. Alright, we're back. So what I was talking about is I've been doing 1 kilometer runs every day, usually before I get on the charts. Whether or not I'm doing every day, I don't know yet. Like, I'm obviously doing it Monday to Friday, but I don't know about Saturday, Sunday. I'm iffy. But anyways, what I need to be doing is if I miss a day, I need to make up for it the next day. So like, regardless, I'm only going to do 1 kilometer in the morning because I need time to get ready in the mornings and get on the charts. But in the afternoons, I got to make up for whatever I missed in the previous day or days. Yeah. So that's thing number 3. I know I have more stuff and it'll come to me later. I have a 4-hour shift to go at the wonderful workplace of Sport Check. Lovely 4-hour shift I'm super excited for. So I'll have lots of brain numbing time to think. Another thing I need to do is, and thankfully I've had a time to take a break from the market, and I think I might need to, if I'm finding myself, my psychology is taking a dump, I just need to take a few days break from the market entirely, like without thinking about it, just chilling. Not really chilling, but taking some time to think. Yeah, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to think of anything else I might have to say. Can't really think about anything. But yeah, lots of psychology fixes this year, and I'm gonna get my diet in check as well. Just because it's good for the mind. I'm gonna be intaking more fruit juices. I'm gonna get back on having my morning like protein smoothie. Gonna start taking omega-3s again, and zinc and all that stuff, and just in general fixing my overall diet. I was okay before the Christmas break, and as Christmas goes, you eat a lot of shit, and it is a choice. I wasn't getting force fed, but I need to lock back in. So what that'll look like, I don't know yet, but I'm gonna try and figure something out and make sure it's kind of budget friendly, because I'd like to save as much money as possible, and I've actually done really well. I've barely spent a dime over the Christmas holidays other than buying Christmas presents. I'm just trying to save as much money as I can for evals, and there's 30% off Tradeify accounts right now on all accounts, not just the 40% Lightning like I was talking about on, was it the day after Boxing Day? I don't remember when I last uploaded. I should take a look at that because I'm kind of curious. So I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing. I mean, I've been kind of not doing lots, but I've been thinking, doing lots of thinking, trying to fix my psychology. And also, I've been pretty happy. A few weeks ago, I kind of realized I was getting super lazy in the mornings with my trading. I wasn't talking at all. I was literally releasing, I don't know what the shortest video I released. There's this 4-minute and 50-second video. So I wasn't really proud of that. Anyways, we're back on. I'm going to be back testing a lot this week, and I'm going to be demo trading all week, starting tomorrow. And starting tomorrow, I'm back at school. so I'll be getting back into a good old routine. I've got 2 online courses to finish, and I early grad in 2 weeks. Technically, I'm not saying that I'm early graded yet, purely due to the fact that I have an online English course that I need to have done by April, and I have not started it. So I need to get on that. But yeah, other than that, in 2 weeks I'm graded, and it's going to be full-time, just locked in on day trading, making guala. You know what I mean? I've got a second job lined up. It's just like 1 or 2 days a week kind of thing, maybe 3, if that. Delivering pizza. So hopefully I get decent tips off that. And I'll be working at Sport Check from time to time, so it should be enough money to supply me with gas and food and evals. Most importantly is the evals. And hopefully I'm not just blowing a shit ton of money on evals. I think I'll try 1 a week, and if I'm finding that I'm failing every one and I'm not getting anywhere near close to it, I'm obviously not ready yet. This week will kind of be the indicator of, what I make on backtesting, what I make on demo trading, will be kind of the dictator of what I'm going to be doing with evals. Because if this week I haven't locked in one entry model and I'm doing good with it, I see no point in me trying to pass an eval. I'll probably try one anyways, just to see how I feel with, I guess, kind of quote-unquote real money in the market, because I'm technically investing, what would it be, $70-ish on an eval. So there's that. What else do I have to say about that? Yeah, and then I'll just kind of know where my psychology's at in terms of investing real money in the market, because so far I have not invested anything real. I've just been demo trading. Yeah. Alright, cool. So, let's get into a little bit of backtesting. And see what we can do. I don't like backtesting on TradingView very much, because if you go to confirm your bias on the 4 or the 1 hour and you're on the 5 minute, it kind of shows you where market's already going. So I'm going to try my best to avoid that, because it's kind of cheating. 12 on 536. Okay, it's got to be CPI or something. Hourly bull, 4 hour bear. Alright, well, we're just going to continue on the 5 minute for now. Yeah, no worries. We have some 15, we'll go off the 15-minute gap. I'm going to say we move upwards today. But let's just skip forward a little bit. 4 hour, 1 hour. I'm calling bull. Where are we at here? 659. Okay, before I enter a trade, let me look at one of these models. Let's just start off with the mechanical rebalance model. So I need a high time frame inversion and a sweep of a London high. And then entry off of a inverse gap and target unfilled opposing fair value gaps. Not a whole lot to go off of, but we'll find something. Okay, so did we sweep any session? Yes, we swept the London session, we swept previous days. So we swept a lot. We swept quite a lot. Roxy. Roxy. Hey. What is this dog doing, man? Okay. Pardon moi. Let's skip forward in the 1 minute a little bit. I'd like to see a bit of a move up. Okay, we're getting lots of... Oh! Let's see what we can get on the 5 minute here. Okay, so we have lots of sweepage. We have our obvious reversal. And I'd like to change this to 2. Okay, we're entered in. Stop loss at the bottom of this fair value gap. Excuse me. And let's go to the hourly. And maybe actually 15 minute. And we'll find some unfilled gaps or gaps that need to be taken out. Target there, I guess. Confirm. Down to the 1 minute. Stop loss. Down at these lows, I guess. Is there any higher up gaps that I can find? I'd like to see a sweep out this gap, so no, I'm lying actually. Anything we can target on the lower. We'll keep ourselves here for now and see where we move. And hopefully we can probably could have entered earlier off of this. But anyways, we'll drag stop loss down to here or up to here. And we're sitting now at we were sitting originally at a basically 1-to-1. Now we're at a 1-to-4. How do we continue moving? Pretty solidly. So we're gonna move to here. Okay. We're gonna drag our stop a bit. Keep going. Okay, we'll drag our stops a bit more, and we're gonna look for a complete closure up out of this gap. Pardon my coughing. Okay, well, that's fine. I mean, I did drag my stops, and I got a little greedy on where I wanted to take profit. Sorry, we take a grand profit for the day. I guess I'm trading on ES. That was that's why I was like no profit. I was intending on trading NQ, but that's fine. That's fine. We'll remove that and keep that because that still could be filled out. Let's skip forward a bit. Okay, well now it's been filled out. 9 p.m. 2 a.m. 3, 4, 5, 30 minute, 5:30, 6, 15 minute, 6:15. Okay. Okay, so could we make it any more obvious? Where is it? Okay. Okay, so we're looking for a session high sweep. This is London here. Oh, that's not yellow. And we're gonna say our Asian high is here. Okay. Bang. Like brother. We have an obvious order block here. If we're gonna be moving to the downside, which it looks like we are. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're gonna scale down to the 1 minute and wait for a sweep. We have a 15-minute inverse. I'd like to see a sweep of the Asia high, and I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to say not. I'd much prefer to see that happen. 639. Okay. If that's not going to happen, I think here, because of all this consolidation, the ideal entry model would be the AMD inversion. So let's give that a try. Consolidation. We didn't really see a manipulation yet. Regardless, I'd want to sweep out these highs. Consolidation. Okay. We haven't really manipulated anywhere. I mean, I guess at 5:30 we slightly manipulated to the upside. Yeah, we'll count that, I guess. Okay, so then we don't care about sweeping out for this. And then we need to splice into a PD array. And now we're on ES, so we're going to increase our size to 5. That's a 15-minute along with a 1 minute fair value gap. We'll pop there and see what we can do with that. Nothing. Okay, so not ideal. What the fuck is even going on in this household, man? Okay, so I'm not seeing a whole lot for the day. I guess we might have just continued. Okay, no, I'd actually like to not do that. We must have hit a massive dump at some point. This price action is pretty bad, though. So we'll select date, August. This is Friday the 15th, Tuesday the 12th. Where did we move off of that? Oh. Oh. Actually, I'd like to go. If we were at Friday the 15th, Tuesday the 19th is where I'd like to be. Let's see if we even made a move that day. Okay. I mean, yeah. I guess. I guess I just missed my entry. I don't even remember. Let's try this again. You know what? Just for today, I'm gonna just stick with the mechanical rebalancing model. So, London high or low. I should just mark up session highs. 15 minute. Doesn't. Okay, I can't be quoting myself on this. Hold up, let me just check something. Docs. Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm pretty out of it. I haven't been on the charts for a while. So I actually marked out those highs and lows wrong on this day. This was the London. This was the Asian. So, anyways, this does not work. So let's move to the 15 minute. This will serve as our Asian. And let's skip forward a bit. 2 a.m. I'm guessing this will serve as our London. Asian high was taken out. I mean, I guess the next closest thing we have is this. So we'll keep this as our, okay, 425. Let's stay on the 15 minute. 530. 615. Hop the 5 minute. 4 hour says bear. 1 hour says bull. Daily says bear. I'm gonna mark out this Asian low. It's kind of a little, actually, I'm kind of whatever. I'll be doing some more trading this evening. Backtesting. Okay, let's lock in here. 625. What kind of arrays do we have here? Fair value out to the downside. That's not so Sigma, but we do reach back up and smack into that. So let's go back to the 30 minute. Still alright with that. 4 hour says, 1 hour says, hard to say. Quite hard to say. Anyways, we still have this decently valid. What was that? Was that a 5 minute? regular gap. Yes, 1 minute. Okay, we need this inverse gap. Play it out. It's gonna smack below. Yep. Sell. We'll de-risk a little bit because the price action's a little nuts. Oh boy. We're gonna pop our stop loss. Yeah, I actually should have just removed this. I didn't want to enter in on this at all. I have to stop spam clicking, bro. I think we'll just try and hit a really short trade. I think we might be cooked, but oh brother. Yeah, yikes. Well, I didn't really want to get entered in on that whatsoever, so it is kind of my bad, but oh, and we do end up just fucking around. Alright, well, I fucked that up pretty bad. It was a bad session, but whatever. It's chill. It's chill. It's the first negative backtesting session I've ever had. Remove all this. Now I gotta go help take the Christmas tree down. Anyways, I'll catch you guys this afternoon. I'll probably add more to this video. Anyways, peace for now. Thank y'all for watching. Alright, y'all. Speak things into existence, bro. Alright, we back. We here. A little later than I anticipated, than I wanted to be. It's 20 after 7. I got off work at 4 o'clock. One of my OG brothers hit me up, and he wanted to go drive around for a little bit, and I couldn't say no. And then I had a little family event I had to go to. World Juniors are going on in hockey right now, so there was a burger family event. Anyways, I watched a little bit of hockey, had a burger, cut the game off halfway, or no, I shouldn't say cut the game off. Said thanks and dipped halfway through the hockey game. It was halfway through second period, so basically right in the middle of the game. Not that I really, have that much passion for hockey. I mean, I think it's a fantastic sport. Anyways, I'm rambling on right now. Let's do some back testing. I had to make a coffee because once I got back from work and driving around, I was so tired. I was at that dinner. I think it was probably because I was hungry as well. Anyways, once again, I'm rambling on. Let's get a little non-lyrical music on. So low-key, oh my god, I'm hiccuping so much, bro. Low-key, I'm popping on a little Minecraft mix. Hell yeah. And I'm just turning the volume right down on it. It's already quiet music anyways. Yeah, brothers, let's get into some back testing, and tomorrow we'll be right back into it, bro. We'll be right back into it. Live demo trading, locking in my strategies. Speaking of, I need to hop on and grab what strategy I want to be using this afternoon. If I'm remembering correctly, and it's bad that I'm not remembering, I was using the, what even is it called? The mechanical rebalancing model, which is taking out significant liquidity pools and determining what price's next objective is. Ooh, there we go. So mainly sweeping out London highs, previous day highs, Asian highs, and looking for an inversion, break a structure, and something to tap into. Fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, any PD arrays. Yeah. Man, I love Minecraft music so much. Oh, I guess I've had this. My screen is probably black for the last little bit. Oops. Sorry about that. Anywho, let's get right into it without further ado, as they say. I'll probably just backtest on ES. I feel like October price action was pretty decent. This is a Friday. I don't want to trade a Friday. October, Tuesday the 14th. Okay. Okay, well, we have our Asian high. Yes, Asian high. 15 minute. Where are we at? 11:45. Skip. Where are we at? 5:45. 6:15. Beauty. Okay. And our London high is, these are pretty much relatively equal, so we'll just say it's right there, I guess. London high, Asian high or Asian low, non-existent really. London low is right here. Looking what on the day? Looking pretty bearish. Not a whole lot of confirmation on that. Well, it's looking like we're going to manipulate down. Man, it's hard to use a bias based strategy without looking at the, well, I mean, you kind of have to look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but that kind of spoils what's happening for the trading day. Anyways, so we're going to, yeah, we got 6:30 manipulation, so we're dumping down to London low. It should sweep out any moment. Yes, okay. Now we're just waiting for a retrace up. So I'm assuming that's the furthest down we're going to push. Let's see if these lows align with anywhere else. I guess we had this massive, oh, this is when we were dumping hard, isn't it? It is, yes. Yes. Okay. Regardless, let's see what we can do here. Where are we at? 6:44. Alright, well, we know we have a 1 minute gap here. Disrespected, isn't it? You think that doesn't really work? Okay. Well, we're gonna have to just kind of slowly play this out and see what we get given. Okay, so obvious reversal. I'd like to wait on a 5 minute confirmation for break of structure. Okay, we broke structure. Hop back on the 1 minute. What do we have? We have an obvious inverse gap that seems valid. We have, and we have, let's see what price does right now. Okay, pushes up a little higher. if I can, enter in here. Debatable. I'm going to say no. Definite no. Okay, so now the question lies, should I have cared about the 5-minute breaker structure? Looks like not, because we have this inverse gap here. We have a 1-minute breaker structure here. And so I'm probably speaking a little loudly into the mic. And what else? This also fits in with a very low time frame equilibrium that I could have all tapped into. And yeah, so this would have been the ideal entry point, and I would have probably placed my stop loss somewhere around just below these lows, and take profits would have probably been either London or Asian high. Let's see how the rest of the day plays out. Asian high would have been the move. Unfortunate. I guess I got to be a little bit more confident that the market's going to make a reversal. I was waiting for higher time frame confirmation there, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but given the day's price action, the way it was looking, I should have kind of predicted that it would have been a quick move. That would have also been probably a quite perfect, let's see, that would have been right on macro. Okay, let's take this one nice and slow. Okay, we're now on a Monday, I think. Yeah. Anyways, let's pop on the 30-minute. Let's remove these levels and let's skip forward because we're at 4:30. Pretty consistent climb. 233. Okay, and we're at 6:15, which is really 6:25, which is probably 6:29. Yes. Okay. Obvious levels. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have a previous day hourly, probably hourly fair value gap, which is an inverse. Okay, so let's mark out our lows. Where are our significant lows? We have 5 p.m. This would be our Asian low. London low, where? This is probably our London low. Okay, so what I'd like to see is a lovely think here. Is there a heavier? Okay. With this inverse gap, we also have that gap. It's be ideal to sweep out London lows, move into this 30-minute inverse, or is this an hourly? Did I determine that was an hourly? That's an hourly. So a 1 hour inverse and then a 1 hour regular fair value gap in it. Which is a pretty solid entry. And if I could find a 1 minute inverse to place on that would be great. But I'm not getting given a lot. So what else do we have to go with it? I'm assuming we have a potential. No, does not look like it. Okay, well, where's our 4 hour looking? To the upside. 1 hour is looking to the upside. Let's see what we get. I don't know that we'll be pushing down far enough to take out any significant lows. Okay. Oh geez. This is my issue when it comes to backtesting. I say, oh, I'm gonna say it's so slow, and then I just rip like an idiot. So let's see. Is it even worth it to have entered? Where are we at here? 941. Oh my brother. Well, let's try. Yeah, I gotta fix my backtesting mindset. High key. Oh boy. Oh brother. You know what? I'm gonna stop using the skip function, and I'm just gonna. Ah, damn. Is that not a little unnecessary? So I guess we got to take out previous day lows and then move up from there. Pretty well, yeah. Nicely done. Okay. Ow. Let's just stop being mentally ill. 3, 4, 5. 15 minutes. 5:45, 6:15, which means 6:45. Okay, so we're a minute before market open. No 5:30 manipulation. It looks nothing significant. No. Okay, so hourly. What do we got? London high, Asian low, and we have London low, Asian high is non-existent. Okay, so ideally, let's see, 4 hour, 1 hour. Both looking bearish. Daily also looking bearish. I'm not seeing that we're going to really tap into the London high, but hopefully we do. I'm going to say not. Nope. Okay. Well, can we take out a low resistance high? Even just these 5-minute highs would be nice. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna. All right. Let's see. A little devious entry. Please. No, that's bad. Okay, let's just remove this element and see where we go here. Okay, got entered in where I would have wanted to get entered in, and poo. Yeah, this is horrible price action. I could have traded up to the London high. Where are we at right now? 756. What do we have on the 5? Nothing. 15? Nothing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there's not a whole lot to go off of here. If we can tap into this BPR and de-risk, what can we do with that? Nothing. I'm gonna remove that before I get cooked. Bad day, very bad day. And we finally go and take out Asian low. Okay, so what did I miss? Obviously, I missed something in here, because we swept that, and we had, oh boy, what's going on? We swept that. What did we have here? What do we have here? Okay, well, we had this very minor fair value gap. Or we had this one on the 15. Let's just see what aligns better. Neither, actually. That's good. Okay. Well, yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? This is a messy day. Okay. Let's out with the old onto the new. I mean, I guess it was a pretty consistent dump down. Did it continue? Yeah, we took our previous day. And the day before that. And now it's 1 a.m. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 15 minute. We're at 4:45. 6, 15. Okay, what do we get? What are we given? Hourly. Ooh, we're gonna probably call this our Asia low. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. We'll just call this another low resistance low. And then we have the London high. And is there an Asia high that fits in? No, it's been cooked. Okay. 5 minute. Where are we looking on the 4 hour bear or bull? And daily. Lots of bull. Okay. Not seeing much potential. I think honestly what we're gonna do, we are gonna say this is our Asian low, and this is our London low, but it's really not, because this would no, I'm not lying for the sake of the trade. That's Asia low. Oh no, that's Jesus. Help me. London low. Low resistance low. Alright. Low resistance low part 2. What are we given? Open. Let's see on the 1 minute. Because we're looking bullish for the day. And also, do we have any higher time frame things that fit in with this? We have a massive 15-minute gap. And something on the 30-minute. And a nice potential. No, not really. 15-minute. 30-minute inverse there as well. And then we'll just have to wait for something smaller, maybe on the 1 minute time frame. Pop down. Do we get a push down? Like, or do we sweep out that high, make a move down? I'd like to just set a de-risk limit here and see how this plays out. Okay, what did I miss out on? Didn't take out any key level. Probably did on NQ. That is an issue, isn't it? Can you bar replay 2 at the same time? I guess I could. I seem to find better entries on NQ. Start new. Select date. Let's go back to this difficult price action. Thursday the 16th, I think, is what I was on, or somewhere close to. Okay. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 minute. Where are we at? 5:55. 15-minute. 6:15. Okay, and we should be at the last candle before close or before open. Looking bullish, looking bullish. Daily's looking bearish, weekly's looking bullish. What do we have for key levels? Okay, obvious Asian low. And let's see if there's any better things. 1240. Alright, well, this will be probably our London low that we use. I'm fine with that. Okay. Any PD arrays at this level as of right now? Well, we have a fair value gap below it on the 15-minute. Is there a better one on the half? No. Not in the hourly either. Okay. So we have a 15-minute gap. Actually, it's better to not have these below, is it? It's probably better to use something like a BPR that's right above it. So let's pop in the 1 minute. And the plan here is to not get a trade. We took out the open low. But like even on the 1 minute, I don't even see a trade opportunity off that. Yeah, we So it's kind of been filled. It's not really, actually. I shouldn't say that. Okay, well, we'll see if we can get a retap into there. What does market want to do? Exactly that, but is it just one of those silly, like, it's not going to give me a valid gap entry? I mean, and the 4 hour. That's yeah, it's hard to say. We'll de-risk because it's actually right at macro. That's fine with me. We'll play that out. Should get entered in. Yes. Pop that below these lows. I guess that's our take profit for now. Bit of a near 1-to-1 risk to reward. Lots of just nothing really. I'm gonna drag stops. Oh boy. Oh boy. What are we doing here? Yeah. Like, how could I have played that out better? Had my stop loss down here? Like, I mean, I guess. It's not crazy to say that. And I guess I should have been targeting these. Oh, no, not at all, actually. Oh boy. I mean, man. Even then, eh? Wow. Okay, well, I'm gonna just say that this strategy is not my shit. Pardon my language, I should not be swearing. This doesn't seem to be working for me. One of the ones I like the most is the AMD inversion. And the next best thing from that is what I was already kind of trading. Okay. Let's do one trade using the AMD model. The AMD inversion model. Okay. And let's go to October 28th. Okay. So just to specify, what we're looking for in this model is accumulation, so consolidation, and then a manipulation, so price moves heavily in one direction and ideally manipulates into a PD array. Doesn't really matter if it's high time frame or low time frame, but a valid PD array, and then we look for a 1 minute, or well, we try and find the highest time frame inversion that we can for the highest confluence, higher time frame, higher confluence. Look for an inversion and trade off of a low time frame inverse gap, such as a 1 minute inverse gap or a 5 minute if market's moving slow, and put the first take profit at the top of the consolidation's high or low, depending on what direction. And the rest of the take profits just target opposing liquidity as where your take profit should be regardless. So let's try and identify an AMD trade. Okay, so let's hop on the 15 minute and just go through this slowly. So let's skip forward a bit actually till we're at 5:30. That's chill. Usually 5:30 is when a manipulation happens. It's either 5:30, 6:30, or 7:30 is when manipulation usually happens. So let's see what we get. 5:30 manipulation. Let's find out. No. Okay. So we kind of have an area of consolidation in here. I'd like to see something a little bit more centralized consolidation between here and here. Let's see, because we're on 555. Okay, so we did end up hitting manipulation. Or is that just news at 6 probably, but that counts as manipulation. And do we get any sort of accumulation here? Well, market opened, because I'm just stupid. So here's our accumulation. Here's our manipulation. And I guess we're continuing it. And now we just need to find where we're going to distribute. Looks like we're bullish on the day. Let's see what we can do here. Let's look over the model again. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So we made a manipulation to the upside, but we're looking to the upside. So then we're looking for a retrace down, and then we're watching for an inversion. So do we have a decently high time frame? We have this large 5-minute gap, and along with that we have nothing yet, but we'll be looking for an inversion to enter off of. So let's wait for a tap in, for a tap in, for a tap in, for a tap in. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Let me know, let me know, let me know. Okay. Oh, you see, what I didn't take into account is that we already tapped into it. So what are we looking for now? Let's try and re-tap into here if we can. Okay, there we go. Now where does the stop loss get placed? At the bottom of the swing. This is the bottom of the swing. And target, well, this is all times, so until price starts moving in a decent way, let's just do a fixed 1 to 2, so we're not you know, getting a little too greedy. Although it actually looks like we tap back into there. So let's get at the bottom of this swing. We keep playing down. What I should have waited for is for this and then entered off of this. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up again, place that. Oh, we might get taken out. We got taken out. Okay. That's fine. Now that I've found the better entry, that's what we're talking about. Okay, bottom of the swing. And let's do fix 1 to 2. Okay. Let's see how this works out for us. So far, not a lot going on. Looks like we've hit a second wave of... Oh, okay. Now, something I remember hearing Aval talk about, because he uses the AMD, is that once you hit 7 o'clock, or with a 5-minute standard deviation, I guess, that's usually when you see your accumulation, and then you see manipulation and distribution after that. So let's see if that's true. We're seeing 1-minute accumulation. Let's see manipulation to the downside. Slightly, I guess. Not a whole lot. Maybe a heavier move now. Yes. Yes. Okay. Retapped into a key level. PD array. And there's probably there is this small inverse that we can fit in here, but let's see if it makes a bigger one. Does it make a bigger one? Yeah, there's not a whole lot to go off of there. It looks like we actually make a really big move down. So we continue to manipulate. Now are we distributing? Let's see what we do. Okay, so this is the end of our manipulation, because we accumulated in here all along 7. Now let's try this out. I don't really care that I lost the trades before. It's fine. Okay. Tapped into here. Highest time frame inversion I could find. Once again, unfortunately, it's on the 1 minute. So wait for a tap above. A tap above, please. Not really what I'm looking for here. Close above. Close above. Above. Close. Oh my. We're really... Oh. I'm getting edged. Okay, closure above. Buy 2. Set. Bang. Good. This is the bottom of the swing. And once again, because it's... And obviously, if this one doesn't work, then I just obviously did not, look at this right at all. Anyways, let's confirm this and set our take profit here and confirm that. Okay, let's watch in the 1 minute. What do we get? Okay, bigger retrace in. probably would have been more ideal to enter off of that, I guess. More realistic, at least. Okay, slowly but surely retapping and moving up. We're hitting a second wave of consolidation, and we're just waiting to distribute, I guess. Unless there's a second AMD. Oh, wow. And what time is it by now? And then we reach up to these highs, do we? Yes, we do. Okay. Okay, but that looks a lot better to me than what it was before. So, while that was horrible, let's find what day we're on here. Tuesday, 28th. So, horrible session. That's okay. Replay. Leave. Replay. Start new. Boom. Let's go back to this horrible October price action. 29th. Okay. This is going to be the last one of the day. And then tomorrow, I think I'll trade with the AMD. And if it goes well, I'll stick with the AMD. If it doesn't go well, I will, in the afternoon, try the discretionary model, which is basically exactly what TJR trades. But like I said, I kind of lost my way because I was watching so many Instagram videos, and I wasn't intentionally, like, I was trying actually to block all the information out, but it just kind of seeps into my brain. Another reason why I'm quitting scrolling, or to my best ability. It's kind of unfortunate because I do need, or I would like to have, Instagram and TikTok to grow my accounts for trading and get more drive to this YouTube channel. So maybe I just completely log out of my personal accounts. We'll see how I do this week, and if I find myself constantly scrolling, I will log out of my personal accounts. Yeah. I feel like that's probably the method. Okay. All right, last trade. Let's do it. AMD inversion model. 15 minute. Oh wait, no, 30 minute. Where are we? 11:30, 12:01. Should be at 3:30. 4:35, 5:36. 6:15. 6:25. Okay, we are 1 minute before market open. And now with AMD model, you do not actually look for daily bias. I'm going to accept that and be fine with that and see how that goes. I kind of value daily bias. I think it's kind of useful, but whatever the strategy says, I will do. So let's see here. Key levels, we have London low, Asian lows down here, just so I have price areas to target. We swept out London high. Or we're, I guess, going to sweep out London high. So I think we can call this our zone of consolidation. Okay. What do we do off open? Immediately make a crazy manipulation up. And a manipulation down to follow, and a manipulation back up. Okay, so we're just continuing to consolidate, actually, is what we're doing, just with a little bit of swing. Where does price decide here? Okay, looks like we're making a manipulation to the London high. Good. We've broken out of our consolidation area. We've reached the London high. And what do we get? I'm actually gonna say we go to the upside here. So there's our order block, and do we get a 3-minute anything in with it? This gap that's kind of been touched in every single way possible, so we're not gonna actually use that. Something in the lower time frame. This gap, I don't like that. Not a whole lot. There's this, but that's also been kind of just diddled. All right. Well, let's actually stick with this 5-minute silly thing here, because it seems to be pretty viable. Let's see where we go off this. Do we retrace back down? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're in, and we have this. Can I find one on the 5-minute? A little bit skeptical on this one here. Okay. I actually do like the idea of continuing to use daily bias with this. I really can't help myself. Are there any good PD arrays that we pop into here? Not really, man. That really pisses me off. Maybe a little 79 closure. See when we decide to make a bit of a reversal, if we do. Okay, we've started to make a bit of a reversal. So we have a 1-minute PD and the one here. Oh, no, that's not actually what I meant to do. Can we kind of take that out? Let's see, anything on the 5-minute to be had? hopefully we move further back up. I'd like to see I'm not really getting given a whole lot here. Like everything that could be developed into something is also, once again, at 7 we did that manipulation, and then we start consolidating again, and then we make a move up, or we make a move down, move up, and do we tap into the 79%? That's another thing too. I guess hitting a 79% is almost kind of like top ticking. Okay, and can we develop a good? No, I can't. Now, how about now? Yeah, I mean, sure. De-risk because it's later in the day. Okay, stop loss at the swing. I guess that should be labeled as the swing. Start it there for now. Take profit. Actually, take profit there at the London low. And what do we do with that? Was that low-key a valid entry, or whoa? little cocky perchance? Yikes. Oh boy. Just a little too cocky. Yeah, now we're just shooting the shit, man. I'd like to see a continued move down. Like we... Okay, good. And for that, I'm going to bring this to break even. Realistically, I probably would have moved the stop loss to here. Let's just look on the 5-minute. Pretty reasonable, actually. Nice. And do we move any further lower? Not really. Okay, decent trade. Oh, whoa, whoa. What is going on? Yeah, that's insane. That's got to be like FOMC or something. Probably was FOMC. Alright, well, we ended that session with a bit of bucks, did we not? Or does that just not count? Oh, it didn't give me the celebration thing. That's really lame, actually. Oh well, we made a G profit off of the AMD model, and that was in probably some of the toughest price action of the year. October was really weird to trade in because of the massive dumpage that we were having. Anyways, speaking of dumpage, I'm going to take a large dump, and I'm going to get back, and I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to post it. I'm going to do some planning, and then I'm going to hit the sack because I got to be up at 5 in the morning. I'm going to go for my run. You already know. I'll be posting on my Insta. I need to take more photos as well for posting on my Insta. And I need to start making TikTok videos. So maybe it's just more beneficial to make reels, and then I can post the same reel as I do on TikTok. Yeah. Alright. Well, this has been an hour. I can't believe I'm saying that because it hasn't felt like an hour. But lots of good analyzing. I like the AMD model quite a lot, so I'm going to try and stick with that for a few days. And like I kind of said in yesterday's video, I'm going to try and stick with one strategy for a few days and then another strategy for another few days and kind of weigh out what does better. And then sorry, I lost my thought process there. And then if I'm looking mad up on the week and my trades are looking solid, we're going to attempt an eval because Tradeify is 30% off right now, and I'd like to capitalize on that if I can. Bare minimum, I learned some great lessons from it, and I learned faster than I would have just continuing to paper trade. Anyways, y'all, so I got to do some study on that, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. I'll be out from a run and trading back on demo instead of just backtesting, and I'll be backtesting in the afternoons just so I can get a entry model locked in. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.